Hey y'all, good morning, Jane. Here's I come. Good morning, Marie. Let's see who's in here. Good morning, just because. Good morning, Suki. Hey y'all, get them up. Come in. Thank y'all. Give me some thumbs up as you come in, y'all. Could be another little quick one like yesterday morning. Good morning, RZ. Good morning, y'all. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. Good morning, Recess. Okay, let's get it, y'all. Let's get ready to get it. Yay. Hey, y'all. Got my vinegar water. Of course, I got my brew. Yeah, gotta have that for just a little while. I'll wait for a couple more folks, y'all. Good morning, Manny. Good morning, Cocoa Puff. See, I like when I first start off, I can kind of speak to everybody. Y'all see all my information right there. Y'all want to like while y'all here, share. The ones that's not subscribed, you can subscribe. You can donate, not required, but truly accepted, y'all. And one and two and three and hit the root. Let's get my gadget going on, y'all. Y'all, I think I've lost probably about 10 pounds. Just gonna be my last week doing full-fledged because I learned how to get back on the track again as far as losing weight. I told y'all I was gifted a Jenny Craig. If I want to continue on for weeks, it costs money once a week. But I was gifted that by my sons. I got too much. Anyway, I hadn't used it for a long time because the holiday, I just never got back around to it, okay? So I started picking it up. So I'm going to start making my own lunches, but I'm going to have all their breakfast this week and all their dinner because lunches is going to consist of salad. Then as I learned how to eat again. Yes, I have. Good morning. All bodies and everybody. Now, let's just get right into it. I don't know. It might turn out to be a little messy. This morning might not. I'm just going to speak on everything I was watching. First, I'm going to start off with the mouth stuff that's just over there. Good morning, Salt. I don't know how many of y'all watch Strong Mama CHRISSY, but I had spoke on her a couple months ago because I never knew who it was. I just happened to hear somebody, talking about her and kind of dragging her, saying she got 9 kids. So it made me interested. So I went over there to watch her. Found out she was a beautiful young lady. Yes, she got 9 kids, but she take care of them. But the problem people was having with that person was she would do GoFundMe's to help her with her children, GoFundMe to help her with a house, GoFundMe for this, that, whatever. People were helping her. I saw nothing wrong with it. She got 128 subscribers. She have 2,000 more people in her chat, when she on, because I peeked over there last night because something else had went on with her. Some lady, I guess they used to be friends, was dragging her. She even went as far as to say she loaned her $50 and wanted to talk about that. But anyway, they got something going on. The lady used to be her friend, was dragging her about her having fun one night with a stripper. She said so her children wasn't at home. She's grown. She could do what she's going to do. It was her out night. She decided to have a one night stand. She's grown. She could do that. Well, I agree with that. But at the same time, I think that a lot of ladies is also jealous of her because she's not a bad looking young girl. But the big deal is because she got 9 kids, y'all. But I had 8 siblings. And you have to think that my parents' age back then, people had children. It went from 5 to 15. My husband got 14 siblings, but that's how they had kids then. Yes, it don't seem natural these days. There's very few ladies want over 3 kids. I wish I had way more than 3 kids. I wish I had, stayed on the path and had about 5 or 6 kids. Because you don't realize that until you get older, you want a family, you want some children, right? So I don't see nothing wrong. I think she's beautiful. And one thing about it is she kept her shape. 9 children, she didn't let herself go. She keeps herself up, as far as I can see. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. And somebody got into a whole full-fledged dragging session with me because I was saying, why you talking about that lady? So what? People donate money because she moved, I think, Las Vegas to somewhere. I think she said Texas, not for sure. And that person, we have knocked down, drag out fight. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All because of me complimenting this lady. Okay. So if y'all watch her, don't watch her. Strong Mama Chrissy. I don't see nothing wrong with her. And if people want to help her with her kids, and it doesn't matter how many baby daddies she got. So what? They well taken care of. If you look at one of her videos in the beginning, she shows her kids well dressed and everything. So I don't see nothing wrong with it, y'all. I truly don't. So that's my take on that. I was watching her for a little while last night because I was running the streets. This is my way of speaking to everybody. I'm gonna go down the line speaking to everybody before I get to some of the foolishness. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out the way. Strong Mount Chrissy. I should have put your name in the title so you can know I'm watching you. That I am a new subscriber. We'll do it after this. Keep doing what you're doing. If your supporters want to keep supporting you, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Because I didn't realize she had that many subscribers till last night. I really didn't pay attention to all that when I was watching her. But anyway, y'all, let's move right along. Okay, let's move right along. Okay, now I was watching CHRISSY last night, and everybody seems to have had an opinion about Rico. First off, Rico is a grown man. They have a problem with his drinking, he climbing in out the window. Now, to my understanding, I'm not for sure because I didn't watch him yesterday. Duchess Kelly Love kind of spoke on it or something, and somebody took it the wrong way or whatever the case may be. I'm getting this from what I was hearing on Tracy last night. Like I said, I didn't watch it. So anyway, it trickled over to Tracy's last night, whatever it was they was talking about. So my opinion on that situation, and I didn't jump on a StreamYard and talk because I was on it the night before, and I'm not a StreamYard jumper like that and just sit on somebody's stuff like one person I know sit there just like a bump of the log and hang there all night. No, I don't do that, which I could have, but I waited till this morning to give my opinion. Good morning, Pilot Waters. Okay, y'all, we got to get some more likes. So somebody else tell me what they got too, because I noticed yours be a little lower, somebody else's be right. I need some more likes, y'all. Because I'll make this quick because I'm not going to be sitting over here and can't get no likes. It don't take but just a boop. Now, if you're the haters in the sky, I get it. But at least thumb it down for the click and the view. Ooh, Lord, these people something else around here. But anyway, when people have a strong addiction, you can't drill them in and drill them in what to do. As far as I'm concerned, the addicts that I've seen in my life, it seems like you're trying to push them, it makes them go there harder. Now, this young man probably have, well, he do, not probably, a lot of things going on with him. He's still mourning his sister. From what they say, when he's growing up, there was some abuse there. Even with men, abusing his little young body. That's what I get from the things that I heard. When he get ready and tired, like I said, he will get the counseling, whatever he needs. Tracy can't do nothing about that. Everybody's getting on her about, won't you say something? He likes you, you his friend. Well, she do. And like she said, she can't take him to the hand, spank him and make him go somewhere. Somebody was a big deal about him going in and out his window. He explained that, why he go in and out his window. The owner of the place lived there. The neighbors across the street, they know That's him. There's no smoking in the house. His window right there. He might just hop out for a minute. As from what I'm taking, going to the house and going out the door, front door. He just hop right there and smoke a cigarette. That's what he said. But that's neither here nor there either. The thing is, that's his business. And I'm praying that he gets some help. And everybody know me and him start off on the wrong foot, because I think if it was where I was and a person that he didn't like, and then he was windmilling for Whitey. That's the only thing I can see, because I never, said nothing to him personally myself. But we're in a place now where we're cordial and respectful to each other. And I just wish the young man the best, because even after all that, I didn't hold a grudge towards him, and still don't. He just having some problems. And Whitey, if I'm not mistaken, got blocked out of her chat last night, because I heard her say block Whitey. Now, when she did that, I knew something was going to go down with that. So I immediately rolled over there to see. Showing up, he was on there live talking about the title. His mother's alcoholic. He always talk about his mama. His mother was an alcoholic, and he knows so much about an alcoholic. So instead of him talking in the loving, caring way to help his friend, he's doing the dragging as usual. Now, the thing is, Rico still, I think, in my opinion, have feelings for Whitey. But he see that Whitey didn't mean him no good. But sometimes when you love somebody, have feelings that strong, it is what it is. You got to get over that to yourself. So I'm saying this, I just wish him the best. I really do. Paulette says, thank you, Paulette. Girl, I need to make you mine. You really be keeping up. Thank you for the likes, y'all. But I need some more. Can I at least get 40? All of y'all that's coming in here, can y'all give me some likes? Come on now. Because I know my thing is reading wrong. Let me see what's going on. Because mine's saying 10 likes and 1 dislike. Oh, Lord. So anyway, when I get ready to drop the link, I want y'all to come in and comment on this. I don't see nobody in the chat that you like to come on StreamYard, but maybe as I talk, more people can. We can speak on this. Now, the second thing we're going to be talking about is money. I was watching, well, not necessarily her. Yesterday, somebody was on my chat, and they was, I think it was Cindy, and she was trying to ask me something about Miss Gina and Love Me Love. At the time, I didn't know what she was talking about, and I told her let's kind of stay to the subject because I didn't know who she was talking about. And so we got to the subject. Now I found out exactly what she was talking about. I found this out, I think, last night when I was watching Quiney, kind of late last night. Good morning. And good morning. Who is that? Is that Diamond? Good morning, Diamond Reen Dory. Good to see you, babe. And she was discussing Lovely Love. So I got it that somewhere before I clicked on the quantity that Lovely Love had got into it with Miss Gina. Now, Miss Gina, everybody knows, one of her strongest supporters and really was there for her after nobody else even wanted her, nowhere near them, nowhere on their chat. It's her first time coming in my StreamYard, first and only time. First time I ever spoke with her, and I used to feel sorry for her because I hear people go off on her by cooking the sardines and making the Kool-Aid pie and all this. So I give her a chance. I didn't have a problem with her. I see her somewhere I speak. Honey, soon as she got on here, she called me a OBIET. Yes, she did, girl. Yes, she did, girl. And boy, yes, she did. And so then at that moment, I understood why nobody wanted her around. And her justification is because she be tipsy. Well, if you can't hold your liquor, don't drink. Don't get drunk and jump on everybody's StreamYard. Okay, people good morning, Laurie. People giving you a chance. And I feel like I was the only one, the last one to give you that chance. And then the next time I saw her, she was kind of pleasant. She was on Spilly Boy chat, but then she blew all up when that other one jumped in. The one that went at me, but because of CHRISSY jumped in there, and then it was the cuss fast. Spilly Boy let him got it out, and then he finally ended up removing him on down the line. Okay, that's how that happened. But then I hear something about $1,700. Turns out she sent Miss Gina $1,700 cash, one lump sum. But I hear before that. Good morning, natural body, natural boss lady. So I heard that she always was cash apping here, there, whatever. And it's okay to support people you roll with. That's how we get paid. Although I don't get paid a lot like that, but I'm saying that's how some people get their money. But $1,700. So then I hear her saying she had to go and back and ease it to her husband. Well, not husband, her husband boy. because he's a child. She robbing the cradle. Come to find out also in the chat last night, they're not married. So she just checking up with her husband. That's what she's doing. And she used to lie and say it was her husband. Okay. It looked like he was too young for her. I always thought when I first saw him that was her son, but that's neither here nor there because some ladies are cougars. But not that young. Yes, but anyway, so she had to ease it to him that she gave all that money. Isn't that something? $1,700. Now I'm wondering, did she mean to do that? Was she drunk when she did it? Did she realize the next day? Because always the next day she would always say, I didn't remember. I didn't remember. Now, and when I get people to jump on here and give their opinion, what do y'all think? Y'all think she may have been drunk? Because some people were saying that the money should have been accepted. I don't know if I was in that position. Would I accept it? Would I feel sorry? Would I say, no, baby, don't give me this money, give some back, or just keep it because she said it? Nobody asked her for it. So Kwani was saying, looked like she was trying to buy a whole family. Y'all know Kwani got to put it in some kind of way. Both ladies said, who? Lovely Love, the one that go around everybody's street yard and jump on there and cuss them out, gave $1,700 to Miss Gina. And before that, from what they said, she was always cashing up. But like I said, it's okay if you want to support the person you roll with because, you know, I'm not dependent on it, but I would love to get some cash up if I get it. It does help out, you know, towards my channel because I will be doing other stuff pretty soon. Y'all gonna be seeing it change my background and all that. But that's neither here nor there. $1,700. So the little boy just stand there because he ain't got no. Yes. But at the same time, Cindy, I wonder, do he know that she gave somebody that much money and went, wow, was she drunk? Because she always don't remember the next day. Like she was on, jumped on her chat after whatever happened, and she was cussing Miss Gina, Miss Harold, Tracy, abuse, and she added me in there just because she saw me in that chat. She said, F all them old scraggly horrors over there. As if she had not looked in the mirror, y'all. That's what she was saying. Yes, she did. I mean, she was drunk then. Is she mirroring? I wonder if she remembered this morning. I had nothing to do with this situation. Didn't say nothing about it. Matter of fact, I was trying to catch on. First inkling that I heard was yesterday morning, and I didn't know nothing about it. And I said, Cindy, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm assuming that's what she was trying to get at, to tell me. You know, I said, this kind of stay to the subject. Because see, I don't know about something at all. I won't speak on it. And I knew nothing. So just because she saw me in the chat, she added me in there. She added me in there like that, y'all. Don't send me that because I would. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you have some people here saying she was drunk. She didn't know, but so what? She don't need to get drunk. Good morning, right to be told. She don't need to get drunk. So I don't know. Tell me I got to explain to her boyfriend what she said. What was that? That's still she sent it. But at the same time, Miss Gina been over there going all the way out her way for her. Miss Gina was the only one had over there as a moderator, truly had her back, truly had her children loving her, making stuff for her. Miss Gina said her kids was writing a letter or something, a card or something just recently. Okay, then she said she had to break down to her children what's going on with Lovely Love and her. And she still got that door open for Lovely Love. But, and I always wonder, I said, wow, that's the only person she's not going up on, Miss Gina, Miss Gina. Y'all, she finally did it. Now, I want to know if she's going to remember this. The one and only true, what you call it, YouTube ship. And I'm imagining that Miss Gina taking the father as a friendship, even offline. You know, it's just, I don't know. The only person that said that you can keep coming to my chat and doing the moderating and everything, y'all. So she didn't blew this up. Who else gonna take her in like that? So to me, it's kind of was worth Miss Gina headache of going through all that with her. So she bought her family and cussed out her family. And I hope they make up with her. I hope she can get sober and talk to her where they can, you know, kind of make up on this stuff. I don't know what's going on. What did you say? Switching narratives of Lovely Love was out of pocket and very disrespectful. Well, she was. I just said that. I went in, like I said, Kwani chat last night. That ain't changed the subject. I'm talking about what it is. And just because she saw me my name in there speaking, she included me in that cuss out, y'all. Yeah, girl, your old blessed over here got it good last night. But I'm not gonna say nothing to her. I'm not gonna say nothing to her. Now I'm gonna start dropping the link just because anybody want to come over and talk about that or anything else that might be in their spirit they want to talk about, because it could be messy this morning. I just be needing to get my commentary out first. That's all to it. Yes, indeed, y'all. Okay, y'all see my information on the screen? That's my Cash App. Accepted but not required. That's how you do that one. Okay. Just, good one, just because. Okay. Tia, not part. And if I start messing up again like yesterday morning and somebody on the panel, just keep talking, because if I go out, I'm gonna hop back in. But this morning is not flashing, and I'm finished speaking to these people before I get over there. Right, to be talking fine. How are you, Laurie? It's always good to see you, baby. I know you people must be busy in the mornings at work, have to jump on here on their breaks and stuff. That's why I really need to start coming back here on my real time. But I've just been getting up early lately, y'all. And then I find everything to do in the morning. Then I get through doing whatever I'm doing. Then I just say, okay, let me find something to do. This is becoming like a job, y'all. I feel funny if I don't come on here. So if I got to go somewhere, I just get in the car and say hi. If I'm driving like I did the other morning before it buffing out on me, y'all. So that's basically the main thing that's going around right now that I know of. Tracy's chat. Everybody trying to tell Rico what to do. He'll get help when he decide to get help. But they was giving him good information. They were saying talk to his caseworker, because he does have a caseworker, because the kind of meds and stuff he take. And if he's ready, he will get some counseling, because they say he can get some grief counseling because he's still grieving his sister. And he doesn't. He do need, Rico, if you see this baby, yeah, you do need some counseling. But far as anything else, can't nobody push you. Kwani said, can't say nothing. She gave Live. Did she? Oh, you talk about when she said she paid Live's rent? That's another thing. Part of that water. You can come on here and talk about that in a minute. I dropped the link. Okay, just because here, anybody else, come on. Let's get it going, y'all. Let's get it popping.
Good morning, everyone. Almost good afternoon for some, but good morning.
Good morning.
Your thing was acting up again, just because you freezing and up again, kind of static again. Try to come in and out again.
Okay.
Hey, Bless. Good morning, Bless.
Good morning, Tia.
Bless. I wanted to speak on the subject about Gina and Lovely Love, honey, this morning, if that's okay, child.
Go right ahead, speak your mind, put in whatever contact you want to do it. This is going to be a messy morning for me because I didn't got my commentary out.
Okay. Bless, I want to start off by saying I appreciate you having me on your platform. I am a small YouTuber, so yes, I appreciate that, Bless. Okay.
Nobody is small. I'm small too, and I started wherever you started at, so nobody's small. And I like shouting out the small YouTubers. So before you leave, you're gonna say your channel and say it in my channel, whatever way you want to do it. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay. Hey, just because. Good morning, baby.
Good morning, Tia. Good morning, Blessed, and good morning, chat and mods. But girl, I'm picking my mouth up off the floor for this $1,700. No, ma'am.
And this the thing I'm not understanding. If she gave it to her overall or in one package, I'm saying I'm trying to wrap my head around, because I was talking about this one on my platform. I wanted to wrap my head around, was Gina keeping up with the actual amount? How did she actually know it was $1,700? It could have been $1,650. It could have been $1 off. I'm just saying if she gave it to her overall or in one package. But I'm trying to understand.
Well, they said, even Miss Gina said, yes, she did give her $1,700 at one time.
Okay, so it was at one time.
Yeah. And both of y'all kind of acting up. I mean, part of the thing, but I can understand you more, Mia, than I do. Just because, but if you're free and I can hear you talk, that's cool. I'm just letting y'all know.
Oh, okay, Bliss. If she gave it to her, go ahead. If she gave it to her all at once, that's what I'm trying to say. What compelled her to give her that much amount of money?
I don't know. Kwani said she was buying a family, and I wanted to know, do she remember it? Did she even remember the next day that she did that? And did she mean to do it or what? Or was she really just giving it to her out of love? Because anybody in their right mind is going to accept it.
That's true. But the thing I'm trying to understand is, what could you say to a person to give you that much amount of money? And if that's the case, by folks ready to say, oh, Lovely Love, she's a genuine, she's a spirited person. Okay, I'm genuine and spirited too, but I ain't finna get nobody that much damn money. I don't care if I got it like that or not, child. I'm sorry. I mean, it just don't make sense to me. I mean, you can't call everybody your friend on YouTube because they gonna come on here, Bliss, and talk about you and bring all your personal business to YouTube, just like they bringing this $1,700 to these YouTube streets. They gonna spin that narrative. If Lovely gave it to her, if she was drunk or not, I don't know. But if she gave it to her by being genuine and spirited, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't understand. I can't do that. I mean, I hope it was for a good cause. I really do.
Well, everything that she be doing to everybody else, Miss Gina had her back though, so maybe that's what it is.
Right.
Because I was kind of saying, wow, that's the only one she ain't never cussed out. But until yesterday, I don't know. It just, I don't know. It just I don't get it either. But oh well.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chris.
What happened was Miss Creole came into Gina's live yesterday morning, and she put in the chat, "Is it true, Gina, that she gave you $1,700?" Miss Gina said, "Yes, it is true. She gave it to me in one lump sum. She gave her the money right before Gina moved into her new house. Wow. After that, they had a relationship behind the scenes as well. It just wasn't on social media. They were also friends behind the scenes. Lovely Love will also give Gina money for her children also. She would send her $10 here, $50 there, $20 here. She was doing it for the kids also. She kept saying, this is for my nieces and nephews. She saw Gina as a sister. Gina saw Lovely Love as a sister. Remember, Gina lost a sister to drugs or alcoholism or however it was. Gina was down on her luck. Remember when Gina couldn't get hot? Remember when somebody called that other place Gina was supposed to be moving into, and she lost it?
I remember that. That lady,
so her and her babies were inside. Yeah, her and her babies were living inside of a hotel. That's how Gina and Lovely Love became close. So she get the first, the $1,700 was a lump sum. Gina said it herself. Lovely Love didn't tell the story. Gina told it. Okay. I heard it from Gina. I didn't hear it from Lovely Love. Even though Gina said Lovely Love had told other people.
Wow. And that's what I was just saying. That's what I was just saying. I know they also had a relationship off of YouTube. So she did give it to her out of love and mainly for the children. And what you're saying, when she's in a motel or whatever. Because I do remember somebody sabotaging her getting the house at one time.
Right.
Correct. So that's what made them become close because she ended up losing that first place. And Lovely Love cared about her, and eventually her and Lovely Love became close. They were calling each other sisters, and Lovely Love was saying Gina's children were her nieces and nephews. So sometimes she would send them money. Take the kids to eat ice cream, take the kids out for dinner. You know what friends would do for each other. Right. Yeah, but the drinking got involved, and also to me, I think Lovely Love is going through some form of depression. It's the reason why she's drinking like that. But also, Lovely Love has a spirit of jealousy. Also, she got mad at Gina because of Diamond Dory, and that it went from sugar to shit from there.
Wow. I heard that too. She felt some type of way that Diamond Ring Dory was taking a friendship, was going to steal her spot or something like that. And it's crazy because I'm still trying to wrap my head around, like you said, she gave it to her for the children and things like that. But that's the thing I'm trying to get people to understand. Like, if she gave it to her being genuine and spirited, being a good-hearted person, why would she come on and spin that narrative like that? If Gina, the one quoted and stated it herself that, Lovely gave me $1,700, it wasn't no big thing, whoop the whoop, but I mean, like I say, it's something going on with Lovely and her drinking, and I'm just hoping she seeks help about it because it's crazy to me. So,
And
Yeah,
that's
but
what I
she,
said. I'm hoping that she can get sober and work it out with her. But she don't never get sober to even do that because like Gina did have her back. I think she had her back even evidently before she even gave all that money, before that person sabotaged her house. That's what it looked like to me. Or she just started talking to her because of that. Either way it go, it was for the children. Okay, well, I get it. And they had that sisterly friendship. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, that definitely changes the viewpoint. If it's a little background relationship going on and stuff like that, then okay, yeah, people really don't know the whole, gist of it. But just even the average person is really not gonna send that much. I mean, I don't know.
No.
If you got it, hey, it ain't
yeah,
tricky.
well, like I said, well, I don't know. She cared about the lady. She cared about the woman's children. Just like, because I saw what Paulette said. Quantity gave 5 babe 2,000. You don't know how much I gave her. I gave it because I did not want the child and her to be homeless. And that could have been the same thing that happened with Lovely Love and Gina.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the same thing to
I
you too, though, Kwani. If you done gave Five Babe $2,000, I'm gonna say the same thing to you. I would almost have to ask you, like Tracy said, is you okay?
I did not want the woman. She and I been friends. She and I were cool as well. I did not
I
want
have
the
a
lady
giving
said that
spirit
the
too,
lady
not
said
to
that she
speak
was gonna
over
be
you. I have
homeless.
a giving spirit too, Miss
Well, you know
Kwani.
what?
So
I
don't take
think
me
I
wrong.
think what they both are saying. Each one have Gina have 9 kids. Kwani gay because Stank Baby over there had a daughter, and Jada they mainly was looking at it out for the children. That's what she's basically
And it
saying.
makes
And
sense.
they
I
were
mean,
cool
that
at the
makes
time.
sense. I mean, I've done things like
yeah,
that.
it
I've
makes
never
sense.
had
I
I
$2,000.
just
saw
hope
it as a
that
black woman still being my sister. She ain't got to be biological sister. She and Five Baby and I won't even calling each other sisters. I don't want to see no black family on those streets. Even
ain't
Well,
where
nothing
that's
I
wrong with
live
true.
that.
at, I go in my city where I live. I go and feed the homeless. I don't
Yeah,
think it's cute for people to be homeless. I don't give a
yeah,
damn who they
Yeah.
are. If
yeah.
I
That's
got
my
it, you
ministry
got it.
also. That's my ministry also. Kwani, my sister had a ministry. We go to feed the homeless, no matter rain, snow, or shine. Yeah, so I get it. Now, Diamond Ring is saying, let me see what she just said.
I'm a
Let me
firm
see.
believer. If I got it, you got it. If you call me and you need something, if I got to give you, I'm gonna give it to you. I don't need to.
Right.
I don't. You don't even have to tell me what you need it for. She could have
Mm.
been lying about the. She could have been lying about the money.
Yeah,
It's no
well,
longer mine once I give it. I don't give a damn what you do with it.
That's right.
that's
And
right too, Courtney.
if you gave it to her for one thing and she used it for something else, then that's on her. You know
That's
what I'm
her
saying?
prerogative because
Yeah,
it's no longer mine anymore. Once
that's
I
right.
give,
I just don't.
it's no longer
I
mine
just don't
anymore.
feel like they should come on and bring it to these YouTube streets and if you gave her something being genuine out of heart, do that, but don't talk about it. Don't talk about what I did for you.
You're
Throw it back in
absolutely
your
correct.
face. You
You're
know.
I don't
absolutely
think
correct.
she
But the
talked
thing
about it.
is, the reason why
Kwani just
everybody,
said that Gina talked about it first. That's what Kwani just said. Gina talked about it first. So
I know.
I don't know if it went
I
that
said
way.
I heard it from Gina first.
Okay,
Yeah,
see,
but
that's what I'm
lovely.
saying. Yeah.
According to Gina, somebody Lovely Love had to have said it because how did Miss Creole hear about it?
Right. Lovely Love had to have said it because it's
Lovely
flowing
Love
on
had
these
to have
streets,
said it
honey.
first.
Oh,
Lovely
okay.
Love had to have said it. I think Lovely Love said it when she was drunk. She was
Yeah.
upset with Gina. And she said, you know
Wow.
what? I'm going to show you all something. I'm going to tell y'all some secrets. She said, but I'm not going to tell y'all all of them. She said, but right now I'm very upset with this B. She kept calling Gina all types of B's and H's. She said, and I'm going to
Yeah.
show y'all something. I've done more for her. Y'all don't know what I've done for her. I've been good to her. She was drunk when she was talking. But I didn't hear Lovely Love say it. Evidently she did say it because Miss Creole heard it. I heard it myself from Gina because
I actually heard it
Miss
too.
Creole
That's why I
asked her.
spoke on it this morning.
Yeah, Miss Creole asked her. She said, "Is it true she gave you $1,700?" And Gina said, "Yes, it is true. She gave me $1,700 in one lump sum. She gave it to me last year."
Wow. Well, what was the breakdown for them to start fighting anyway in the first? Because I was hearing stories something about Diamond Dory did something, or was she just jealous of their relationship? I don't get what was going on. What was the breakdown? Because I'm
She
thinking
said she was
she didn't
jealous.
nothing.
She thought Diamond Ring Dory was gonna steal her friendship with Gina. That's what the quote and the word is on the street. She thought she was gonna, steal her friendship, but a light or someone her Miss Gina, and Diamond Dory supposedly came into the chat and she was speaking. She was like, "Well, Gina, I back off if Lovely got something to say, because Lovely was going in on Diamond Ring Dory for nothing."
But Lovely Love was saying this also. She said she was tired of seeing Diamond in everybody's room. And she said that Diamond was calling certain content creators, talking badly about other content creators. She was saying in so many words that Diamond was a backstabber. And then Lady T, Lady T even went over there to Lovely Love and said, "You're right." She said that Diamond and Lovely T said her and Diamond were friends at first, and that Diamond supposedly had said some horrible things about Lady T's sister. It was a whole bunch of mess. They were saying in so many words that Diamond was going from room to room, gathering information, gathering phone numbers from people, going behind each other, being a backbiter, being two-faced in so many words. And Lovely Love said she was tired of seeing.
You can't be bone carrying now. You're going to support a person supporting, but don't be bringing bones. Don't bring bones.
So Lovely Love somebody told Lovely Love that's what Diamond was doing. And she found out that Lovely Love found out that Gina and Diamond were getting close. So she said she went to Gina and told Gina about the lady. Then she went over there later on. That's when she saw Diamond up there on the stream yard, and that's when she flipped out.
Yep, that's what happened. I saw that myself. Yeah.
Well, people always saying something about what Diamond Dory be, because somebody in here told me, and like I say, people can go where they want to go. They grown. I know people in here probably go different places, but they were saying that Diamond Dory, I know you're in here, so somebody was saying that you was in Juicy Booty channel talking about you love him, and that's your YouTube daddy or something. And when I got that and they showed me the clip, I said, oh, well, if she feel that way, she feel that way. She want to make up and start calling her father with the end of that's on her. So, people be everywhere, so they grown. They can go where they want to go. I'm going to go where I want to go.
Well, you're right.
You got that right, Bliss. It's just crazy. Like I said, whatever happened with Gina and Lovely Love, I'm hoping to get worked out. But if it don't, child, it don't. But I'm just hoping Lovely get some help. I mean, drinking is a real serious thing, and everybody can't do it by themselves. If you have an addiction, it's okay to say, I got an addiction, I need help. But when you coming on here spazzing out at everybody you see and calling for bees and holes and all that old foolish stuff, don't nobody have time for that. Don't nobody got time.
And then forget the next day. And if everybody telling you the same thing, what you did while you're drunk, then believe it. Leave the liquor alone. That goes back to people trying to tell Rico when to go get some help. He do when he get ready. But we always talking about what she did and who coming on people panel that they don't know. Now, nobody likes her, so maybe Gina was good to her. So that's why she's good to Gina back, She could always wonder why she ain't never cussed her out and shown up. It happened behind some jealousy. So she's territorial because she never had nobody else like Miss Gina to take up for her and really care for her like that. That's the way I see it.
Well, that's probably right, Bliss. And I don't know Lovely Love personally. Like I said, I'm still new to the game or whatever, but I don't know her personally like that. And I do watch Gina and I like Miss Gina, but whatever happened yesterday went on. I think it could have been resolved way better. I feel like Lovely Love shouldn't have got jealous at Diamond Ring Dory, or they say she go around hopping in everybody's chat or whatever that is, child. I mean, I don't know, but I'm just hoping they can find some resolvement, because like I say, Lovely Love do has a problem. Everybody can see it. She need help. She do need help.
She does. She does. She really need help. I mean, when she jumped on my panel that day, it was only like probably 9 o'clock here, something like that. And wherever she is, she must have started drinking early, because wherever she was had to be like 11. She was already drunk. I said, well, this lady done been up all money. Then she showed us what she was drinking, y'all. She held up a big old quart of vodka. That's what she did. She probably, I don't know what's going on with that liver. She must got a piece of liver. I don't know what's going with that, but she does drink very heavy.
Well, word on the street, I keep my ear to the ground. Word on the street, she went to sleep last night again on the chat, they say, on the live.
I believe
Say
it
she was
because,
talking about Gina all day yesterday, and she supposed
yeah,
to
I
having fell
believe it.
asleep again on the live
She
or
did it. Yeah,
something
she
like
did it.
that.
Yeah, 2 days in a row. That's what I said. When she gets angry, she goes like on a drinking binge. She drinks. I mean, she does it nonstop. But I don't get it. Like I said, we cannot save these people through no internet.
No, we can't.
Right.
We can't.
Fact.
And no matter what we say, they're gonna keep doing what they want to do. So I don't get in nobody's business. Say go get some help. Go do this. Go do that. I don't have the right to do that, and I don't know her that well. True. I don't even know Rico
Right.
that well, but I like him. I like him for the persona I see on here, and I want him. He's young, so I'm hoping he do get some help. But I don't know them to be telling them to go get some help, like people be saying, go get some help. Like they were talking about CHRISSY need to make Rico. She can't make no ground. And she said that whenever every time the channel get taken down, she just gonna support him on the next one. That's all she can do until he decides to do whatever he want to do.
Correct. You're right. All
Miss
right. Well, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for
Well,
inviting me up.
I
okay,
appreciate you, Kwani.
Connie.
I
Bye
appreciate
bye.
you coming over here and telling us the story. Now we got it
All
right.
right. You're welcome. Okay. Bye
Yes,
bye.
indeed. Okay, honey.
Um
Okay, I'm gonna drop the link
Bless.
again. If anybody else got something else they want to put towards it, and I'm still listening to you, Tia. Go ahead.
Okay. I was trying to see on another topic. How do you still feel about that Jay Wilson and that Phi Babe situation? People still going on and on talking about that they're the same old, you know.
Well,
How do you feel?
I still think that it may be true, but at the same time, they have done stuff worse to each other and made up. I'm thinking since
Mm,
her views went down, she had to put something out there really juicy, for us to start believing them again. Now, it is true
right.
that he doxed Tracy. He been did that. It is true that he had them following him to point out her house and all this kind of stuff. But then it's also another special agenda behind it. That's what I believe. There's something else going on. But only thing I can say, I'll be so glad when she dropped Mark's business, because she said if Juicy keep talking about her and her daughter, she gonna start telling stuff about Mark. I'm waiting on that one. And the reason why she said that, because that's what she wants to do anyway.
Yeah, I feel like that's what she want to do anyway. If she feel like that child, she need to go and drop it in.
Yeah, we waiting. I want to be front center so I can see it. She's
True.
gonna do it.
Okay.
But what do you think about every time she get into with somebody? It's always me and my daughter, my daughter, my daughter. That's a child. Her daughter don't be knowing about that. She puts her daughter in all that foolishness.
Yeah, she
She
pulls
do.
her in it all the time. All the time. She uses her as a pawn. I hate to say it like that, but she does use her as a pawn. I mean, and
Just
when them little what's them little LOLs and stuff like that, and then I mean,
right.
you don't want to tell I don't want to knock nobody's hustle. I'll put it like that. But it just seems sometimes a little bit exploiting. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a little.
Okay. What's up, Diamond? I know you want to speak
Hey
on because you
Dory.
are
Hey
part of the
Diamond Dory.
Good
situation.
Hey,
morning.
Diamond Dory.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, maintaining.
So
As
tell us
always,
Yes.
what's
and
going
that's
on with
all
the
we can
jealousy
do.
part. You are part of the situation. We
Each
want to
and
hear
every
it.
one of you are blessed.
I'm listening. Go ahead and let us know.
I'm sorry, I'm on my phone, so it's kind of hard to see. Okay, I got everybody. Perfect.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, go ahead,
I
honey.
can
We
hear you.
listening to you.
Okay. So I was asking, someone said in the chat that they heard something about me, and I was wondering what that was. First of all, I had missed that. I had to take a call.
Well, nobody said nothing bad about you. All they said was Lovely
I
Love
can
was
hear my
jealous that you
blessed.
taking her place with Gina because her and Gina is
Let me
close.
see if it's
So she
me.
got a jealousy spirit. And then they were saying that you be on everybody chat. Then I said, yeah, because somebody was telling me something about you calling
It's
a
really
Juicy
weird.
Booty Daddy. And
StreamYard
I
been
say, and
acting
I
really
don't care because you can
strange.
go where you want to go. You're grown.
I'm gonna
I
back
missed
out.
something.
So nobody said nothing bad about you. Can you hear me?
Is it me?
Well, it must be you. Who want to talk? Get your stuff together.
Yeah,
And who else wanted to speak second while she
I
get
can
her?
hear
You might
you.
have to come
Say
in and come back
hello.
in, Dory. You might have
yeah.
to go
We'll
out and
wait
come
till
back in.
Diamond come back on that one. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna kind of flip the script just a little bit. You can get back to the dirt just to kind of just throw something out there.
Okay.
What do y'all think about these Becky's and all these calls to the cops on little bitty stuff? Like, I mean, it's been getting like out of control. I was just gonna throw that out there.
Absolutely. Yes, indeed.
It is getting to be entirely too much.
Too much.
Who?
Too much.
What
Too
about
much.
who? Becky calling
And you
who?
know what?
Yeah, the
It's
Becky's that
actually
be calling on every little black person that or African American that's either selling water, the little baby that was selling the water. They
Oh,
uh-huh.
had
I haven't heard
somebody was
about that
trying to
story
go
yet.
into his apartment and she trying to stop him from going into his apartment. Delivery drivers are
Oh, I
trying to
saw that.
drop
I
off
know what you're
their
talking. I
stuff.
know. I saw that. I know what you're
just so you
talking
know,
about.
it's an absolute shame, number one, because I'm gonna
Yeah.
explain something. Because somebody said
Okay.
I'm
Wait
the
a minute.
lawyer
Wait a
over
minute,
there,
Dory.
right?
Just because we're talking,
And
can you hear us
you
now? No,
know,
I'll
the
let you go
funny
ahead and
part about
tell
it
your
is
side.
this.
She's not hearing nothing I'm
And my
saying.
phone was filled. I hope that wasn't my girl Ronnie Q.
Oh my God. No,
But anyway,
Dory.
I know it
Dory,
wasn't
can you
Ronnie
hear
Q. Yeah,
us?
she was just joshing.
You
Um,
might have to mute her out, or she gonna
I
have to
am. If she ain't
Yeah,
hearing me.
I can hear.
you hear me
okay.
okay? I can
No,
hear
I
you,
am.
just so
What are
you
you
know.
talking about? Is you talking about the subject of that lady saying you jealous or what? We don't know what
I
you're
can hear
talking
my
about.
No,
blessed
Diamond
heart.
Dory on something else. I'm just trying to figure out what
I'm
that
trying
is
to stay on
because
the
she's not
subject too.
making
I don't
sense.
understand what she's saying.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't. I want you to just go ahead and speak on the
I can
subject
hear
we're
you
saying. We want
perfectly.
to know what happened between you and Love You Love. We got some subjects here we're speaking on. Now go ahead. We listening.
Yeah. Oh, she went
Now
out.
she left. Okay, well go right ahead, Tia. Yeah. Because I thought she was
Um,
coming to speak on the subject between her Love You Love and what happened in the chat. Okay, she's back.
or at least let
Okay,
us
maybe
know
she
what
can do
tip
it
you
now.
on because I didn't know where we went on that one. I apologize for
Go
that.
ahead,
Ain't trying
Diamond.
to be funny,
Okay,
but
can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Go
is
ahead
I
it
and
can hear
speak.
me
you.
or Diamond?
Else I got to
Okay.
put you on mute. You know, let somebody else speak. Just go ahead and
Oh, they can
speak.
go. You go ahead, put me on mute. I can drop off my
No,
walking
go ahead and
phone.
speak.
No, we
Okay,
trying to hear
all
what
right,
you
there. I'm gonna put her
saying.
on mute
I'm
because
a
she's not
hush.
wanting to speak. Go ahead, just
Okay.
Okay.
because
Oh no, let Diamond say what. Let her make her
she's not
point,
trying to. She
baby.
just said put on mute. Diamond, you want to speak or not?
My Watkins, I'm trying to. Hello?
We can
I
hear
can hear
Okay,
you.
you.
this Uno asked me a question. And I was answering her. She was asking about the police being called, correct?
No, that's not what she was saying.
Okay.
I was asking you also what was your take on the subject that we're speaking on
As
about the
far
Miss
as,
Gina
our
Lovely Love
panel,
situation.
okay, that was our panel called Angels Panel.
That's
I
what
was,
we're talking about right now.
okay, well, in 5 seconds or less, well, 2 minutes or less, rather, I'll give you a little synopsis. Our panel's called Angels Panel, okay? And we do this panel, and you've been on there, Ma Watkins.
No, that the panel I was on been 3 weeks. We was talking about the little houses. We're trying to talk. I'm trying to talk about
Okay,
what I'm
well,
talking about right now.
I missed a lot.
Now,
Okay.
so I don't know
Well,
what
I
you're
don't have
talking about,
anything to
Dory.
add.
I
I don't
really
have anything
don't.
to add. I don't have
I'm
my
gonna
work.
drop
I
the
don't have
link
anything
again
to
too. I don't
add.
know what you're talking about.
Right. The sounding went out, so I don't have anything to add.
Anybody else want to jump on here?
God bless everybody. I'll jump back in the
Okay,
chat.
Dory, we couldn't hear you, baby. Maybe next time. We really
No,
couldn't hear
not a
nothing you were
problem.
saying.
No problem. Thank you.
All right.
God
Thank
Love
you,
Bye,
bless
you
Dory.
Diamond
later.
everyone.
Dory, for
Okay.
stopping by.
Bye
Yeah,
bye.
thank you. We couldn't hear nothing you were saying. You could just jump in the chat and say it. I couldn't hear nothing you were saying.
No
And I
problem.
don't want to come off and sounding rude or anything to her. You know, I just couldn't hear nothing
Oh
she
Yeah,
no,
was
listen.
saying.
yeah.
Right.
Ma, I'm fine. I'm so fine. Trust me. I'm blessed. How you feel?
Okay, good.
Love you. Okay.
Love you too, babe.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, y'all go right ahead now. Now, where was we
Um,
at?
but yeah, I just
I
kind of
was
just
speaking.
Good
We
I
were
was
morning.
speaking
trying to
on.
change subject just a little bit. Just because I've noticed I've seen a trend in these stories about different people not being able to do their job, going to their apartment because you got your next door neighbor that's
Maybe,
being so daggone nosy all up
maybe
in
she
your
doesn't
stuff.
want to
You know what I'm
talk.
saying? But I just thought I'd just throw that out there, y'all. But
Okay.
yeah.
Lady Detroit, good morning. She said she didn't really want to talk. Now, who is this over here? Y'all just going to be a troll? And I'm having a finger ready because I don't see no name.
Well, be quick with it, girl. Be quick with it, because you know the last time we seen a little pinky.
It say I have, whatever that is. You got a little fun this morning. Yesterday I let him on and off.
Oh, those three.
You know,
But yes, I just go
Tia,
ahead because
I'm just did you hear about that 68-year-old woman that had them twins?
What? No.
Yes, I was just happened to be scrolling. It just recently had a 60-year-old woman, and I was thinking about that about yesterday's conversation when we were talking about menopause and having your monthly and stuff during menopause or getting
Right.
pregnant during menopause. But I seen that story. I said, so that answers the question right
Good
there. Yes,
morning, Ronnie
ma'am. You
Q.
still can have babies
Okay.
after menopause.
Good morning, Ronnie Q. What you got to say
Hey,
on this
Ronnie
subject we
Q.
talking about this morning?
Good
Hey,
morning.
Ronnie.
Yeah,
Good
I
morning.
wanted to touch on that topic because there was a white woman who was in Central Park and she had her dog unleashed, and a black man who was bird watching asked her could she put her dog on the leash, and then she came into his personal space, and he asked her politely, "Please don't come in. Please don't come near me. Please don't come near me." And then she's like, "I'm going to call the police and say a black man is threatening me." He said,
I
"Nothing
seen
threatening."
that.
He did not
Wow.
argue with her. He said, "Please don't come near me. Please don't come near me." Because she rushed toward him yelling. And
Mm.
she got on the phone, called the cops. First, she said it kind of calmly. I'm in the park and there's a black man and he's filming me and he's threatening me. And then they asked her to repeat it, and then she got all panicky, like the old panic. "I'm in a park, and there's a black man here, and he's
Right.
threatening me and my
Yes,
dog." Like she was in such distress. Now that's all that is weaponizing her white privilege. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
just
exactly.
because we're just speaking on something similar to that. What you telling us something about? What was you saying? Just because 'cause I couldn't really hear all your stuff either.
Well,
You
there's
was
been so
trying,
many stories, but like the one that she just mentioned, I heard about that one as well. But there was this one guy that was going into this gated community.
right?
And when you go into gated communities, the person who lives there obviously has to give you a code, or you're not getting in there unless you have a security officer there.
The
So when he
delivery
gets
guy, right?
through, yeah, when he got through dropping off the delivery, he's trying to leave.
Oh, the
The guy
furniture
pulls
guy.
his car in front of his car to stop him from doing his job. He was like, man,
You're talking about the furniture guy. I think I seen something like
yes,
that, and it was
yeah,
two guys. You want to know? And what was so stupid about that? In order, like y'all say, to get in there, you had to have a code in the first place. And this man was leaving, and they just felt
hmm
like they want to harass a nigga. That's all it was. They just want to harass
exactly.
a black man. Yeah, too much of that's going around these days.
And,
It
and
is
Just
the
too
thing
much
really
of this
too much.
harassment for no reason.
And the thing about that is if you look at that case where they killed Ahmaud Arbery, they were
hmm
asking him to stop, and they was like, "We want to talk to you." Well, you don't have the right to just stop me and act and talk to me. And the thing about it is, if you read in the comment sections of any story regarding this shooting, you have so many white people saying that he just should have stopped. He just should have answered their questions. See, they
Right.
feel like they have the right to stop you and make you answer the questions, whereas they don't have that right. And
No,
they
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 would
don't.
don't.
exercise that right if some black person was just to stop them. I've seen just regular citizens on the street asking people, "Where's your ID? Let me see your ID." Are you serious?
Okay.
The cops
and
have to
and,
have a reason
and
to
the,
see
and the
my
guy
ID.
probably didn't stop because he knew that they were going to get him anyway. So he was in fear of his life at that moment anyway. And I am so glad that they arrested the guy that filmed that. They found out that he blocked that man for that young guy from running.
Yes,
He blocked him,
yes.
so they calling that imprisonment. He has an imprisonment charge as well as murder charge. I'm glad they got his butt. He had no business blocking that man. And
False
they say
imprisonment.
everybody in that community knew something was going to go down because everybody was outside watching when the little
They
boy was running around out there.
They chased him for over
Exactly.
4 minutes, and that
Yeah.
community had a Facebook page where they were talking about if the wrong nigga get caught in that neighborhood.
That's
Wow.
the same.
That's
That's the
crazy.
same thing about the topic about the George Floyd dude.
Mm-hmm.
They showed the whole video cam this morning, like he wasn't resisting arrest or anything, and you put him down and you had your knee on his neck to where he couldn't breathe, and you got these people watching this white man, abuse this black man, got your foot in his neck for a whole 9 minutes, and they asked you, let him up, and you would not let him up. And I was thinking as the dude was talking to him on the sideline, was cursing at him and letting him know, would you see him doing this? Why would you not stop him? Telling that to the other officer. You know,
hmm
Mm-hmm.
he's sitting in there like he was doing it out of anger to me in a way, because he could not look the other dude, the
He had a
bystander, in the
smug
face
look.
once he was saying what he was saying to him. Like, you know, you wrong. Why you can't look me in my face? You killing the man right in front of us. I'm not understanding.
And I want
he had a smug look on his face, and like he was like he was applying pressure and just enjoying every minute of it. Girl,
Yes.
I wonder if we see that scream.
And you know they were called about a forgery, attempted forgery, talking about it may have been. You don't even know if it was if it was really a counterfeit bill. This is what he was called out here for. But that little kid who shot up that church and killed all the people in that church, he had the guns in his car when they apprehended him, and then they apprehended him without even putting him on the dang on ground, and took him to Burger King before they took him to jail. And you see the difference of how they treat a non-violent black person as opposed to how they treat a known killer with guns in the car. They can always apprehend them safely, but so many black men are getting killed with no weapons. I thought they was reaching for their waistband and all this type of stuff. But
so how do y'all feel? Let me ask y'all this. How do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like it's just is it only towards the black people? Ain't that's how it seemed, like from the Trayvon Martin all the way down to the Michael Brown, all the way down to the other dude you guys were just talking, the Aubrey dude? It feel like it's just the black people.
Check this
out.
Just
the black people. You see that park they opened up for the black kids to go out there and have a barbecue? You see, they chose to go over there and disrupt them and start shooting at them, but they didn't go to the parks on the area where the white kids had their parks and come over and disrupt them. So it is for all the black people. It is.
And I watch Cops on a daily. I watch Cops on a daily, and I watch live TV. And when you watch the reaction of when they pull over an African American or when they pull over a white guy, this white guy had a knife in his hand approaching them. I mean, come on now. But then when it's a black guy, as soon as you say, oh, it's a gun, you shoot 9, 10, 25 times.
Exactly.
And Live PD is the number one television show on regular TV, non-cable TV. And that is the worst show in the world, because they have Dan Abrams, who's the host. He's an attorney, and these other guys, when you see them violating these people's rights, and they purse their lips and they don't talk about, well, you know, he didn't have the right to pull him out of the car. Oh, that person was right. And all they do is talk about the police perspective. Oh, well, you never know what this, that, and the other. I don't care if you never know. You're not talking about how these people are violating these people's rights on live TV.
Okay. Good morning, Lady Detroit. You want to weigh in right now?
Detroit.
Good morning.
Hey, Lady Detroit.
Can you hear us, Lady Detroit? Lady Detroit. Is she there?
Is she on mute?
I'm going to tell her.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay,
can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes.
Good morning, good morning, everyone. I love when Ronnie Q come on, because Ronnie Q talk about the topics.
I got a package coming. Hold on, Bless. Let me get out.
I like Ronnie Q because she talks about the issues that's affecting the Black America. My issue with everything is Black people too. They got to stop being weak. Also, when she was telling the story about that damn bird watcher, after they sat there, that lady should have been charged with filing a false police report. It should have been more things done to her. He goes and says he doesn't want nothing done to her. Well, they put that hoe on social media, and she lost her job with the company she worked for.
I'm
sorry. That video was shown over yesterday over 1 million times, and the company she worked for was a finance company, Franklin Templeton, and they said they cannot take a racist in her company. Well, as a result of that, she lost her job, and she said that ruined her life, and she was sitting up there crying and boo-hooing. And the thing is, what made me mad was that black man. I don't want anything to happen to her. It's over with. It's done. We got to stop being weak. We got to stop forgiving these people, and we got to start standing our ground too. The problem is Black people
They got us so on this Bible in church and got us so we forgive you. Like when the guy went in and shot up the black people in the church, and you sit up there, we forgive you. I would never forgive you. Somebody killed my son. Let me tell you, I'm not forgiving nobody. I'm gonna be out for blood. I only have one son, and I'm gonna be ready to kill. It's not gonna be any forgiveness. I'm gonna round up my brothers, and then we're gonna do this. And I'm tired of that with black people. Just like the black man in the truck yesterday. Please move out the way. Please move out the way. I'm telling you to move out the way. Black people got to stop acting like punks also. We got to start defending ourselves as well.
And then about and then also about that thing, why you gonna forgive somebody who really tried to get you shot and killed? You know, that was her whole put on, like she was in grave danger, yelling and screaming, and acting all panic. She was trying to get the cops to come in a certain mindset and attitude to kill this dude. And you know, when the cops come, poor white woman and the black man, you know, they're gonna rough you up or kill you. And you talking about forgiving her? And another thing, that dog that she had, you guys need to watch that video again. She was choking the shit out of that dog to do through all this 5-minute performance. The dog's front legs couldn't even touch the ground. The dog was choking to death. And when she finally let the dog on the ground, the dog was panting all frantically. The agency that adopted that dog out to her also took her fucking dog.
Sure did. Yeah, sure did.
And this goes back to what Lady Detroit was just saying. Not cut anyone off. When you were saying that, you know, the black people should stand up for themselves or stop being so weak. So if we stand up when we try to do that, we can't do that, honestly, to say, because we're scared that they gonna kill us.
Like, I'm not scared. I am licensed weapons, and if that white man would have stood, I would have just politely drove around on the ground. He had room to ride on the sidewalk. He had room to go around him instead of standing there, sitting there, going back and forth. And I don't have to explain to you. Then the second man comes up, and you sit there and debate. That would not be me. I'm not debating shit. I'm at that point. I'm going around.
They would have been hiring a gardener to re-landscape all that lawn that was on the driver's side, because I would have pulled that big ass truck right around them in their grass and then let them figure it out.
So basically, that would have been a tit for tat.
I'm not answering no I'm not answering no questions to nobody who don't have no authority over me. And people,
exactly.
And we give authority. That's right. We let these people do this. And like Botham John's brother who wanted to hug Amber Geiger and all this dumb bullshit. You know, ain't nobody forgiving us for shit. Ain't nobody forgiving our kids for anything.
Welcome, right?
They patting our kids down, talking about stopping frisk, while the white kids up there partying and having all the little marijuana, but our kids' whole lives are ruined if they have a motherfucking joint. Sometimes he's killed. And you look at Spring Break.
Hello, Ronnie Q. Let me tell right to be told. Welcome, baby. You want to chime in now? Because we all just up here running our mouth and you sitting back there for a while.
I agree with Lady Detroit and Ronnie Q. Yes.
And you look at Spring Break for our kids.
Go ahead, Ray, to be told. I seen how long you've been sitting back there. Go ahead. Ladies, let her get something in. Go ahead. I'm listening. Right to be told. Can you hear me? Well, I guess you can't hear us, y'all.
When you look at Spring Break for black kids as opposed to white kids be doing all this partying, violence, tearing up shit, drinking, throwing up on all this type of behavior. And you have black kids have all their spring breaks is always shrouded with heavy police, being harassed and stuff by police. The community talking about they don't want spring break there because it's a bad look. It's a bad look because it's black people. But the white people can go party year after year after year. And all black school spring breaks always get shut down by the community. Like they used to have Freaknik in Atlanta. Where people could enjoy themselves, spend money, this, that, and the other. But no, they got it totally shut down. But they never do that for the white spring breakers. They take that money, they make whatever repairs, and they save up to get ready for the one next year. You know, like they did them in Miami. in Miami, throwing them all down on the ground, talking about the pandemic and this, that, and the other. But then when the beaches wasn't open, they full of white people. They wasn't throwing none of them white people on the ground talking about the pandemic. Just at the end,
Exactly.
just when Black Spring
Okay,
happened
like
in Miami.
Nicole, when I told you to come on, you weren't listening. I didn't think you could hear us. Can you hear us now?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was getting a phone call just when
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
you
she's
okay.
at
called
work
me to speak.
sometime.
Hello. Yes.
I
Yes.
was saying,
So
did you
I
want to
wanted to
weigh in
say,
on this? Because I seen how long you've been sitting
I
back there.
do. I do. I just have two things to say. The first one is I know a lot of people, every time this happens to us, a lot of people say we need to stand up. But one thing we need to do to stand up is to understand the law, because when people call into to the police just to report a crime, that's not really like she wasn't reporting. She didn't file a false police report because they didn't actually come out and do a police report. So we need to figure out what the other crimes are that she committed, like trying to incite a riot, or trying to was she attempting to get somebody hurt. We need to figure out those type of
The
things because
police did come out, but
I
they had
know,
she
but
had
they didn't
left by
file,
then.
but she never filed a police report. So when we say, oh, cite her with filing a fake police report, she never got that far. So we need to figure out other ways. Now, that guy in the truck, the moving people, he should have asked them to be charged with kidnapping, because they were detaining him. So he should have asked for that. But we have to figure out like what are the laws that they are actually breaking and hit them with their laws. Because when we just spew out what we think is something they should be charged with, that's how they keep getting off.
But
But to speak,
don't you think when he reported the incident, they automatically charged him with imprisonment when he told them how they held him in his truck and kept him blocked? Because that's
False
automatic
imprisonment.
no,
imprisonment.
That's
no,
false imprisonment.
it
Yes.
is, but he need to say that and say, listen, this is what I know. What they're doing is false imprisonment. Because if you don't say it, of course they always gonna let you go. You always let people
Well, my
slide when
thing
they
was,
don't
I was just
understand.
saying that I have a degree in law. She didn't. You're
Yeah,
right. The police didn't come, so she couldn't do. They couldn't. The police were.
Wow.
They both left the scene, but
right,
they could have
right.
contacted her, and what they could have got her with was having two police officers come out and leave the scene.
Yeah.
They can do other
What's that?
things. They
What
can
did just
do. I can't
what
think of
did
the word.
Jesse? I know what it is. It's what Jesse Smollett was charged with. Wasting police resources. They can
Right,
charge her with
resources,
that.
different things like
They
that. You're
can,
right.
and they need to be petty and go down to that level on people. But see, they
Yes.
don't want to waste police resources, so they try to move on. But then the public makes it get bigger, which they should. And so the police need to go back and start cracking down on these people with the actual crime that they're committing. But when we spew out the charges that are wrong, that's why we don't see the effect of that's why we never see any results, and then we get angrier. But to speak to what Ronnie Q was saying, so I used to go to Myrtle Beach all the time, but Mother's Day weekend, which is like the 10th to the 14th or something like that. And that's Harley Davidson Bike Week. It
Mm-hmm.
is those motorcycles are loud as hell. Their people are everywhere. They're in the streets. It's all about respecting the bikers. Blah blah blah. Right. 2 weeks later, for Memorial Day weekend, is Black Beach Week. If you step your toe outside of your car, they will
Court.
arrest you. They started blocking the streets off. That's when the black people come. They start blocking the streets
Wait a
off. It
minute,
is a
y'all.
total different thing.
Wait a minute, y'all. I'm starting to think this God's person that keep on writing these things is a troll. That's it. Y'all kind of. I've been paying attention to that. I kind of think something that's going on with this person. Y'all see how you keep on. But they ain't said nothing
Yeah.
real bad though, so I'm letting them live. I just wanted to reiterate that, y'all. I'm not gonna
No,
be on
but
here
you
much longer.
but you are right in terms of they do treat us totally different and assume that when we gather it's a problem and it's only automatically going to be dangerous, because
Let
it's
me find me
like I
love.
said, I go both weekends, so I've seen the treatment of the police. You never see the police around in when the white people are out, when they're Harley Davidson. You don't even see them, but you can't
That's
Exactly.
even
why I
take
feel
a
like it's
step
just
if in
it's just us,
Memorial
the
Day
black
weekend.
people that they always picking on. Like I'm
Well,
not
my
Yeah.
nephew was
understanding
arrested
why.
last year in Miami from Michigan.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law had to take a flight all the way down to Miami to get her son because he knocked
Yeah.
out a white boy who called him a nigger out on a beach. The white boy wasn't arrested, but my nephew was. He knocked out 3 boys by himself. He
Okay.
see, my people, we go and kick ass and take names, and that's the thing
Yeah.
that happened.
Right.
Okay, you
See,
guys, I'm gonna get ready to shut this down since 108, about 10, 15 minutes. So everybody knew what my
Okay.
subject was. If y'all want to start reiterating some of that, I'm gonna be out of here in a minute because I'm a little bit over an hour
well,
now.
Miss Bless, I want to talk on the subject of Rico yesterday.
Okay,
I
go ahead.
enjoyed I enjoyed the conversation I had with Rico. I think it went too long though. I think Rico started becoming annoyed because you had after we were starting to get him to finally get a breakthrough, then and I hate Duchess Kelly Love came on there and I think he kind of agitated Rico from what I was seeing. It was aggravating me so bad I hung up. I mean, I
Yes,
got off
he
the
did. He
phone.
did because I was watching a little bit of
Rico,
Tracy,
Paul Rico
and
just got because
that's
after
what.
I talked to him, Rico understood because I was talking to Rico from one Detroiter to another. I was telling him I understand my brother was murdered. I understand how he feels to lose a sibling.
Mm.
I think I had got to Rico. He started crying. He was saying how he's going to go seek grief counseling. And then here comes Duchess
Mm.
Kelly Love talking about him showing his booty hole and this, that, and the other. And I just was pissed off.
Well,
I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
that's why I said when I came on here that I didn't watch Duchess, but by him coming on there and listening to everybody talk, I assumed that it started over there in his chat when people were saying he needed help, and I'm assuming that's why he came on the trees to explain what he meant. But I get what you're saying because it did start over there, and like I said, I can't say much on it because I wasn't there, but judging by what people were saying, you're right. You're
Well,
right.
in defense of Duchess, he really on his channel was showing concern. He was really, really concerned for Rico, and he was trying to find out did he have a counselor to help him with his status. He was showing concern, but then everybody started kind of like blaming Tracy, which if looked over, well, Tracy, you support him. Why you don't tell him to stop? Why you don't do this? Everybody started coming down on Tracy, which Tracy started saying, I have tried to help. He's grown. When he's ready to do it, he will. So she kind of felt attacked on this channel, which I'm not sure that's what they were trying to do, but I could see how she felt attacked because they were only saying her name. So then Tracy went and got on her channel and she explained the situation on her channel. And then Rico came in on a live. We all talked to Rico. And then after we had got Rico to break down, because I talked to him twice, after we got Rico to break down and kind of explain what was going on, and he was saying that he is going to cut back on his drinking. And then Duchess Kelly Love came on again, and then Rico kind of got agitated again, but then he started receiving the information again. And the conclusion came to he's going to do it when he's ready. But right now, Rico, everybody is always talking about him, but that man is grieving. He is really grieving, and people should understand he's mourning, and he has no support system. So it was really.
You right about that, Lady Detroit.
I watched Duchess. I watched Duchess last night, and then I rewatched Tracy this morning. And I feel like everyone who came on the panel, they felt better about themselves for getting their stories off their chest. But I don't really feel like anybody was talking to Rico. They were talking at Rico. I mean, if you go back and rewatch it, everybody was telling their own story.
I was talking to Rico.
I know, but I don't feel like Rico feels like Rico, y'all. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Rico doesn't feel the way you guys think he should feel. So when you're talking to him, you're not really talking to him, because when I watch people talk about alcoholism, even when they weren't calling him an alcoholic, he was like, "That's not me. My hands don't shake." He doesn't think you're talking to him. He just doesn't.
That part, I didn't talk to him about anything about alcoholism.
No, I know that, but he does.
What he was doing, he was referring to when somebody needed a drink, they had a DT to shake the body. So what he's saying is he don't get the DTs, but then sometimes I've been around known alcoholics too. They don't necessarily get the DTs that first day that they're not drinking.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, Mike. I get what you're saying.
Right. But I'm saying, if you go back and watch it, Lady Detroit, because I did hear you talking to him, and I understand how you were relating to him. Rico's problem is, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Rico lived down the street from me, not 10 minutes. And while y'all, everybody's talking, Rico and they're getting dressed to go to walk to the store to get some cigarettes. Rico came on there drinking while everybody was on there giving their story about who their sister that died, their cousins, their uncle. Everybody's telling these stories. Y'all
Mhm.
not talking to Rico. Rico felt like y'all was talking to somebody else and he just listening. He felt like one of us. We just listening to everybody else grieving story. He was not listening at all. And I know it made everybody feel good to sit on there and talk to him, but you're talking at him because he's not listening. And he's not going to get help until he
Well,
needs to get help. And the fact of the matter is, like I said, he lived
that's
down the
what I
street from
said.
me. The
Mhm.
stuff that he says is closed. The stuff he says he can't get help with because right now March happened. That's not true. That's not
And
true.
did y'all
It's an
see? And
excuse. And I
did
like
y'all
Tree.
see
I'm,
what
I'm
Tracy
sorry,
told
Black,
them? Did
Black.
y'all see what Tracy
Wait a
told them?
minute, Bless. Let her
Block
finish. Let her
Waddy.
finish,
And
Bless.
when she blocked Waddy, Waddy went straight up to his chat and immediately started dragging Rico. Waddy never had feelings for that boy. Waddy still dragging him subliminally, saying, "I'm gonna pray for him. I'm gonna do this." He think it's all funny, but it's not funny, Wiley. It's just not funny. He thought Waddy was gonna be in his corner and have support him. Waddy ain't no good to nobody. That's all I was trying to get out. Go ahead. Who was that talking?
Oh
Tia?
no, well, nothing could help Rico right now. I mean, except
Right.
for
No.
Rico. Nothing's gonna help him except for him. But what I was saying too was I like Tracy, but Tracy wasn't helpful last night. And I know a lot of y'all say Tracy, tries to help Rico. What Tracy was doing last night was not helpful. When people were talking to Rico about the effects of alcoholism, Tracy was defending him not being an alcoholic. Well, how do you know he's an alcoholic just because he drinks every night? And it's like, okay, we either gonna have a discussion about alcoholism or we not. Like,
Well, my thing,
it was
I could
it
tell it
was
Child.
wasn't
it
getting
was
to him when he was sipping up the
counterproductive.
beer. When he was talking and just drinking a beer bottle. That's why I said I'm not about to sit here and talk about no damn alcoholism because
But
that's
but
not
but that's
gonna
what I'm
affect him.
saying. Did you
Period.
see? But that's
Right.
what I'm
I
saying. Did
got
you
that
see
part.
when he
Yep.
first got on the show? He sat there for about 30 minutes with everybody talking, uh, telling their story. I don't know who they was telling it to because even when Tracy brought him on, he wasn't saying anything, and everybody was still telling their story about how they felt and how they get. Didn't even. And he's drinking his beer while they telling their story. I was like, you know what? I felt like that y'all should stop telling y'all story and talk to Rico if you're gonna talk to him. If
Well,
you
he
gonna, I
want to
mean,
deal
he's
with that
not listening, but
on his
he
own
is on
time.
his
And
own,
then
and
this my
he's
thing.
in denial. I mean, he want to argue down about what is alcoholic and what's not. I mean, and when the thing about him that I find a good is that because he reminds me of an uncle I have is that he does work. Like I got an uncle to drink
Yeah,
every
they go
day. He go
work,
to work with the
honey. Okay.
hangover. He still go to work. I mean, I got a cousin that's just drunk. He don't work at all. He always trying to slip in somebody's grocery store. But I mean, I have an uncle just like Rico. He gonna work. He's gonna go to work every day, drunk and all. And on his way home from work, he gonna stop at the liquor store. That's what he does. And so it's a lot of different types of alcoholics or people
Mhm.
in issues and all and as a whole. People that Rico has a certain idea of what he think an alcoholic is. So when
Yeah.
everybody's talking to him
He
about
don't
it,
understand. He
think
don't
it's him.
understand that you can
He
get the
don't think it's
DT the
him.
next day. He don't get it. And like you said, he wasn't paying no attention to it, nothing everybody was saying because he got to want to do this for himself. And that's what everybody
Yeah,
wasn't getting. You trying to talk to him,
yeah.
but it's one ear not the other. But I just pray that your young man get some help and be okay. Like I said, he'll get it together on his own one
Well,
day.
he
You know,
will. He will.
yeah, he will. He'll get
And
it.
that
So
that was basically what I said to him. I was talking to him, telling him to get the grief counseling. I told him when he wants to end drinking, he will on his time. That's why I didn't center on the drinking because every time I saw he was still drinking the beer, I saw that
Yeah.
they were still sending him what everything he was combating with it. So I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth with you because see me, I'm the
Mhm.
type I get aggravated and say the wrong thing. So instead of that, I want to focus because the boy is grieving and I see
He is
that
Yeah, and,
grieving.
and
and
that's what
he
I
is
was gonna speak
hurting.
on too later, Detroit. He's
The
grieving, and
tears
then I don't
when
want
I
everybody
started
to
talking
feel
to him
like,
about grieving, that's why I think I touched him because he started crying when I started talking to him.
mm-hmm.
That
Well,
part. But I
because
agree
you
with
had a
you.
story, because you had a story that he could relate to with everybody else. Well, he thinking in
We're
his
from the
mind, other
same
people think
city.
was badgering him, but you came out with a story that he could relate to. So it touched
Because I
his
broke it
spirit.
down to him. We're from the
Yeah,
same city. He knew what neighborhood I was talking about. He knew
right.
what I was saying to him. That's why I broke it down so intensely for him because I wanted him to know, no, my brother was murdered in front of me. So I want
Wow.
you to understand. I know grief of when it's to lose a sibling.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to, really stress that to him. But like I said, people need to get off of him about the drinking, because when he's ready, he will. And basically at this point, you're right, Tracy wasn't helping him. Tracy was just basically saying, at this point, let him do him. It's not going to
But I
change.
feel like you shouldn't. They should. I
She
feel
said
like
she
they
gonna
should
support
egg
him no
it
matter
on.
what.
Like,
Every time his page
don't
gets
egg the
taken
drinking
down,
on.
she said she gonna keep supporting him no matter what until he decide to get the help. So to me, she is trying to stay there with him. She can't help if a grown man, he's just not ready. That's what Tracy was trying to say. But
And
then
then
if
I
No, what
just
I'm
feel
what
like
it
they
is,
shouldn't egg the drinking on. He
well,
drinking. We don't want nothing. What if
I
something
will
was to happen? They'll
well
feel bad that
I
something
would
was
just
to
say
happen to Rico and he up there drinking and they
I
laughing about it. That he's getting
what
drunk and he drinking.
okay,
I agree.
somebody
I agree.
name
The last thing I want to say is the people who are trying to help him online, that's very enduring. But when you don't live where the person is and they tell you something, you automatically
Exactly.
believe it. All those things are open here. So Rico need to stop it. When he did that whole story about how not, I mean, Corona shut everything down. That is absolutely that's not the mental health stuff. No, it
no,
didn't.
wait a minute. I don't
That's
see
not true.
somebody trying to hop on here, but I can't see him because
That's
he's
not
saying he
true.
tried to
That's
hop
it.
on just because that she tried to hop on.
Who?
This happened the
Oh,
last time I was
I'll
on
go.
here,
I'll
so
go
I
see to
think
see
I only
them.
can have so
But
many people on here. So when one of them
well, I'll
jump
go.
off, then you'll be able to get on here.
No,
So I
no,
don't
I'll
see him.
I, I'll jump off blessed because I got to go tend to my business. But I appreciate you
Okay.
for having me on, sweet pea,
And
and
Me,
I
I
appreciate you
enjoyed you
coming
ladies
on. I
too.
really do. Okay, he's
me,
back there now. I
me
had to
too.
get somebody to jump off. Let me get him in here.
Yeah, me
He
Right,
too,
don't seem
Bless.
to
But
Princess,
I
come
was
on
just
everything
without.
he's
saying
saying is
Okay.
right.
that stuff is open here because right
Okay,
now
let me
a lot
get
of
this
people are
person off.
a lot of people are grieving because of all the people they've lost during Corona. So they're stepping. The grief counselors are stepping
Oh,
up.
that my
So he can get help locally if he wants to.
let me
He
tell
didn't
this
even look
guy
at it.
something right here. This guy
He's not
person, I
even
see
looking
you back
into it.
here. Let me tell this person something. This guy person, I see you back here, but it keeps saying your device is not connected because I tried to bring you on and it won't work. So something going on with your situation. So check it out. Then you can jump on here. Okay, welcome back. Just because that's all I want to say, y'all.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm gonna be
Well,
wrapping this up too in a minute.
I'm gonna jump back in the chat. But if Rico, I watch him sometimes. So if he wants to, if he have a question about his about where he can go get help, he just needs to ask. Because just like he couldn't figure out where he was supposed to go get help, he needs to ask where he can go get help.
Well, he who is it? Can y'all hear me? Did you go out?
Yeah, right to
Right
be
to be
told
told.
went out. But sometimes
Oh,
she
there's
does
a
go
God
in and out.
person
She's
on
at
here
work.
twice, right to be told. You didn't give me a chance to say you thank you for jumping on. Okay,
But
I
that was
got the
the
God person back here twice, but he keeps saying device not connected. So something going on with your device. Okay, so yeah, I've been trying to get you on here, and just because I saw you, but you got right off. So go ahead. I just want to let them know. Yeah, thank you for
just
joining me.
because
Y'all
you
gonna be
what
getting off
happened
here
to you,
too
boo?
soon.
What
In
happened to
about
just because
8
she's
minutes,
right?
we'll be off.
He does need tough love at this point. But at this point, tough love, he's not receptive to it. So if you give him tough love, it's not going to matter anyway. And
No,
personally, you can't give him the love that he
Come
needs
on.
on
Hey, you're
YouTube
cute.
anyway.
no, you can't because he's not ready to do it.
He's not
He's
ready.
not ready to do it. So you just gotta let the grown man do it on his own. But like I said, you touched his spirit last night. You really did. He got emotional when you talked. Let me think. Right to be told, I didn't know she jumped out. Let me see something.
And I didn't
Y'all
know
not
why
gonna be
he
on here
went
too
and
much
did a video
longer.
on him.
Oh, I'm
While he
back.
jumped his punk ass in that chat and then turned around and did a video on him. That is, see, Wiley is one of his triggers, and that's what Food Junkie was trying to say to him in the chat. Stop letting Wiley be your trigger, too. And
Exactly. That's why I said Whitey went straight to his chat. Straight to his chat. Dragging a young man. He wasn't never no good. He was never a friend to him. Never.
If I can
Y'all,
say
like I
something
got
on
about
that,
9 more minutes. Ain't no sense me staying over. I'm not getting no likes. I'm not getting no cash. I'm not getting nothing. So I'll be off in about 8 minutes. So go ahead, just
yeah,
because.
blessed. If I can just kind of chime in on that one there, Rico, I love you, sweetheart, but there comes a time when you really need to just look in that mirror and you need to face whatever it is that you're fighting. And no one can fight that fight but you. And I say that with nothing but tough love because I've seen him fall apart on this screen. I've seen him act a donkey on this screen. We've seen a lot of things out of him on here. And, we support. And I can't see enabling a person when they're in the middle of a self-destruct. You know what I'm saying? So to me, Rico knows what he's doing. He feels like his support and his love is coming from people when they're, oh, Rico. No. At some point, I don't know how old he is, and I hate to be that one that's just like, no, ma'am, or no, sir. But
Okay.
Rico has got to get it together, and he needs to do it like ASAP. No more enabling.
Yeah, I don't
And
think
I
though.
think Dutch Kelly Love, what I
I don't
do
think
like is
that they
Dutch.
was enabling him so much though last night. I really think that the people were genuine and trying to tell him to get some help. So what we basically saying, he's not listening because he's not ready for that help.
He's
Exactly.
gonna
One thing
Yeah,
Dutch
so I
Kelly
don't
Love
think
spiral
we're
out
told
of
him.
enabling him.
control. He's gonna spiral out of control. And sometimes when you taking that drinky drink, you never know.
He has to
Okay,
hit his own
Mariette, I
personal
told you
rock
what to
bottom.
do.
He has to hit his own personal rock bottom. And we can't
Exactly.
tell him what his rock bottom is. Because I'm gonna be honest with you,
That's
what I
true.
see on TV is his rock bottom. But that's not his
Me,
rock bottom.
me too. Me too.
So
And Duchess Kelly Love did have a very good point, telling him you a black man climbing in and out of windows, and they was telling, and he was saying, "Well, I do that all the time. I do that where I live at." But that is very dangerous.
Some
That is
people's
very
rock bottom
dangerous.
is death. Some people's rock bottom is death. So if he can't see the reality of his self destruction, no one else
I
is
gotta
gonna see
go.
it
I'm getting a
for him either.
call.
Okay. Oh, that's right to
Okay,
be
bye bye.
told. Oh, I didn't even notice I had you back on there. I was saying you didn't give me a chance to
Ain't
even
right
say
to be told.
hello. Thank you for coming on. See you
Yeah.
tomorrow morning, coffee.
And that's just
Did you
different
see?
people. That just lets you
Just
know everybody has different opinions on same subjects. No
exactly.
one's necessarily right, so don't get me wrong, because there's some times when I might be hard on a person when I probably should be soft and all that other stuff. But when I see Rico, I see him crying out, and he needs to see it for himself. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Well,
With
did you
that,
see?
y'all, I'm
What
getting
did you
ready
think
to
about the?
wrap this up here in a minute. Everybody in
Can
the
you hear me,
chat.
Bless?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Can get ready to wrap this up. Go ahead in
I just
about
wanted
5
to ask,
minutes.
just because do you think that he received any other information? Do you think, because the part that this is when I realized he kept drinking the beer, and then he did cry when I talked to him. But when they were trying to explain to him the importance of a black man going in and out the window, I really just wish he would have understood that, because that is so dangerous. The wrong person gonna see that one day, and just because all the neighbors know you, don't mean the officer driving by gonna know you. So it's just that I just wish he would have received the information a lot better. And Justice Kelly Love, that point he had a lot of good points, but like I said, I just don't think he's ready to receive none of the information.
And I understand why people concerned about the window situation. What if it was an
Right.
officer passing by and thinking that this person a burger?
And what if his hand slipped? What if, because you're drinking, you're inebriated, what if you fall? What if you literally slip and fall? Ain't no coming back from death. If your tail falls into a coma from
Okay, back to
drinking
what
the
I was
alcohol,
saying. Back
baby,
to what I was saying. What if an officer, because he seems to think that the neighbors across the street know him, his landlord know him. But what if you got one of those officers passing by that ain't got nothing to do and feel like they just want to mess with a black young man and play like, oh, he was burglarizing. So I understand the window situation. But with that said, y'all see my thing gonna start messing up anyway. I'm finna find my music so we can dance out of here, because 3 more
all
minutes will
right.
be an hour and a half. And I'm supposed to be
All right,
standing
Bless.
here
Have a
longer.
good day.
Ain't nobody been dropping it, and ain't nobody been liking it. And no, I'm not gonna stay on here no longer than I need. But anyway, I'm finna find the music.
That's right, white
We're
girl.
gonna get on up
Keisha,
out
I
of
agree
here.
with you.
I have stayed over my time. Enjoyed everybody that participated in the chat, that
Thanks,
participated in the
everyone.
panel. I'll be back tomorrow morning to have some brew with y'all. I sure will. We're gonna do a little jig.
You got to finish with your toodaloo, Bless. You already know that.
Hey, y'all left? Okay, I'm just getting the music together. Thanks for coming, y'all. Y'all left. Drop the diamonds as we go out. If you forgot to hit the live, you can go ahead and hit that too. Go ahead and hit the live. The diamonds and the likes, if you forgot. That's all my info right there. If somebody else still want to email me, if somebody else still want to give a blessing, and somebody else still want to forgot to hit the like, want to hit the like, just go ahead and get it done. I appreciate all of y'all. Now I'm out. Can I get some more diamonds than that? What? Too long. Too long. I got thrown off for a minute. Thanks for everybody for being here once again. Thanks for the diamonds. Gots to go. Gots to big G little O. Go. Okay.